how's it going? In this video I'm going to do a spending update. Talk about how I might be screwed. And I'm going to be whispering, doing a bit of a ramble, eating some pasta. Got this giant plate of pasta here. It's penne with red sauce. Just went grocery shopping today, so. But today actually not today, the other day I did some cleaning my apartment, which I don't do nearly enough. And I did that because there was a broken window in my bedroom, and I did not do it. Basically, I was just relaxing. I think I might have been sleeping one day, and I heard this guy mowing the lawn outside where my apartment is. And all of a sudden, I heard this crash, and the window went bang. And so I think a stone flew up from his lawnmower and struck the window, breaking it. But so she had some guy come in. I just told her that, and she had some guy come and fix the window for me free of charge. So yeah, I mean, that was nice of her. And now I received, but I had cleaned my apartment so it wouldn't be a god-awful mess when the repair guy came and stuff like that. And my landlord was going to let him into my apartment too, so she'd probably see the gigantic mess. So did some cleaning, and it feels so good to have like a fairly clean apartment right now. To be honest with you though, I did move just a lot of the recycling. I still do a bunch of recycling. I moved it to my spare bedroom because I live in a 2-bedroom apartment by myself right now. So one bedroom I never used. I never had friends stay over. That they could have, but they never stayed overnight. And we should drink some water too. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of recycling in there. It's a mess, but just in my living room and where I am right now, and it's just like clean, and wow, it's pretty nice. Well, it's more or less clean. I did a live the other day. It was a celebration for me reaching 5,000 subscribers, and you helping me reach 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you very much for that. And actually in the live, a subscriber donated, I think it was $99. I'm not sure if it was American or Canadian, but big super chat. And that's when you're live and you do a super chat, your comment is highlighted, and it's both this highlighted comment and it's a donation of money. So thank you to that gentleman, or that, I'm not sure if it was, it could have been a girl, I guess. I think it was a guy. But yeah, that was a big super chat. And unfortunately, I kind of messed up. I guess he asked me, he was just like, how can I donate to you? And I was like, you can do a super chat. But, if you do that, then YouTube takes, I think, 30% of the tip of the super chat for themselves and gives you 70%. So, but if I got into donate on PayPal, which I do have, then I think the percentage that PayPal would have taken would be much smaller than the percentage that YouTube took. So I really should have just told him to go through PayPal, but at the time I wasn't thinking. I was just like, I didn't memorize my PayPal ID, and now I have my PayPal ID in my bio and my main page of my YouTube. So I'm not saying you have to tip me, but I guess if you want to, it's there. And now I was totally wrong about compound interest. I said that before, and I was just like, the way people get wealthy is by just a high savings rate, and it's not so much about the compound interest. But now I realize after doing some calculations, just some basic calculation, I'm not talking about saying I'm a wizard of finance or anything, but you can earn a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars of compound interest before you retire. If you know what you're doing, and if you contribute a large amount to your savings every year, and but the thing is, I'll show you about how much compound interest you can earn, for instance, but I should mention that I'm starting to worry because my job has no pension, right? So I will not be receiving checks after I retire from pension. But now I'm starting to plan my retirement a bit. I'm starting to maybe think about retiring when I hit 61 years old. And I'm 35 years old right now. And in order to, I want to be able to live off about have an income of about $40,000 a year when I retire. So to do that, basically, I'm going to need to earn interest off of my savings, a lot of it, and now I have a tax-free savings account, and that's likely what I'll use when I retire. It's I'm not sure if you have them in Canada, the United States. I'm Canadian. Excuse me. I'm Canadian. But I have a registered retirement savings plan, which is paying me, or maybe it's just an RSP, maybe just a retirement savings plan. It's paying me 5.1% interest, and I'll use that to earn enough money to retire, hopefully. And then, but I also have a TFSA, and once I do retire, I'll put all my money in a TFSA, I think, because your money can grow in there tax-free, basically. Now, so my TFSA paying me 4.25% interest, and I'll just quickly open up something here. Okay, so now I figured out that I will have to have $1 million in the bank, which is a lot of money, to earn $40,000 a year from interest. So I'll show you on the calculator now. So we got $1 million plugged into the calculator now, and then multiply by decimal 0.425, which is the amount of interest I'll be earning from my tax-free savings account, most likely, and equals 42,500. So yeah, that's kind of a lot of money to have saved up, especially now because I just contributed $10,000 to a registered retirement, or maybe it was just a retirement savings plan. Sorry, I forgot. So that's all the money I have saved for retirement right now. I'm 35 years old, and I'll go on to the next section. Okay, so I found this wicked compound interest calculator online on Google. I'm not sponsored by it or anything, but it's called GetSmartAboutMoney.ca, and it has this little owl icon. Now, I'll put $10,000 into the initial investment. That's the initial investment. That's what happened there. Regular edition will be $20,000, and we'll change that to yearly. Oh, I'm sorry about scrolling up there. Now, my RSP is paying 5.1% interest, so we'll change that. 5.1% interest there. I think my interest is compounded daily, but it doesn't offer that option, so I'll change this to yearly. And then the time horizon, that's the amount of time that we'll be gaining interest for. And we'll change that to 25. Because let's say that I start contributing more money when I'm 26, I wish I was 26, 36 years old, which is next year. And 25 years after that is going to be 61 years. So we'll go ahead to calculate. And now you can see total of your investment. Total value of your investment, rather, is $1,002,487.21. So that would be enough for me to earn $40,000 off of interest if I put that money into TFSA, a tax-free savings account. Now, if you notice over here, it says total interest earned $492,487.21. So that's a hell of a lot of it, a compound interest earned. I just didn't realize that, and I was wrong. I mean, so you can gain a hell of a lot of interest if you're pounding your bank account with money every year. And yeah. Now, another thing is that with an RRSP, my taxing would be deferred, so I wouldn't pay taxes. It would lower my taxable income. Now I think I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not totally sure. This is new to me. Basically, if I contribute to the RSP every year, my taxable income would be lower every year, so I would save money on taxes. However, when I withdraw the money at the time of my retirement, then I would have to pay the tax on that. So your taxes are just deferred, meaning you pay them later. And I forgot to mention what inside the RSP, registered savings plan, is, retirement savings plan. Oh my god. Is a GIC, so Guaranteed Investment Certificate. So basically, I have to earn interest off of that account. I can't lose money as long as I don't touch it. invest in stocks and stuff like that, having their money in the markets, they can earn a higher interest rate than 5.1%. But I don't like to risk losing my money, that's the thing. But but we have to start thinking about if I can actually save $20,000 a year, right? That's the thing. Because saving $20,000 a year, that would be a lot of money for me. Because I don't make a huge income. Let's take a look at my spending update for the month of June, and let's see if what it was. And let me just see. So I'll put this up here now. Sorry about the delay, guys. It's kind of slow because this is new for me. Doing a screen recording and actually talking over it and stuff like that. It's like I'm making 2 different videos at the same time, kind of thing. So it's a lot, man. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how much money I made in June 2024. Got the year wrong there. And how much expenses I had in June 2024. And we'll do an average of that and figure out if I can afford to be contributing $2,000 per month to my retirement savings plan. So here's June 2024. Got expenses like groceries and snacks and phone bill, and total money I spent $2,421.67. Okay, now I had some money earned from paychecks and stuff like that, and the total money I earned was $3,715.75 for the month of June. Now, $3,715.75 minus $2,421.67 equals $1,294.08 worth of profit for the month of June. Now, $1,294.08 profit times 12 months in a year equals $15,528.96 of profit that I can save per year from YouTube and my job, the day job. Okay, so now let's take 20,000, which is how much money I need to save per year to retire at the age of 61, and we'll subtract $15,528.96, which is the amount of money I can about save per year right now from my job as a front desk agent at a resort, checking people in and checking people out, plus my YouTube earnings. And it equals $4,471.04 that I need to make per year. I need to make $4,471.04 more per year, at least, in order to contribute $20,000 per year to my RSP, my retirement savings plan. So that's kind of going to be a bit difficult. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And that's why I think I might be screwed. I might have to retire later. I might have to retire and make less money, like $30,000 a year income or something. I might have to quit my job and get a job with a pension. And those jobs can be hard to get. I might have to go back to school. I might not be screwed. There probably is a way out of it, but it's gonna be a bit tough. So if you're anything like me and you don't know what the hell's going on in terms of retirement, you might want to play around with a compound interest calculator, especially if you don't have a pension in your job and you're thinking you might stay with your job long term and not get a job that has a pension. Now I'll do a spending update for July 2024. Now, this money's in Canadian dollars, and I'll go for my expenses first. So I spent $0 in gas because my parents ended up filling up their vehicle, which I use. I do live by myself, but they have two vehicles. I use one of their vehicles, and I actually should have filled it up, but they ended up filling it up for me. I should walk to work more though, but it's been $24.96 on electricity, so that's about average. Dining and groceries. Actually, I think I don't even know if I bought any groceries, honestly. It was crazy, man. Like, just other than some chips and some snacks, maybe. But I just kept on eating at the restaurant because I work at a resort, so I ate at the restaurant that I worked at. I spent $445, which is kind of a lot on dining. Groceries and snacks. Now, money that I lent out was $690, which is kind of a lot, and folio. Now, we have a folio at work, so, or at least you can get one after you've been there for about 3 months. And so what it is, you can go to the restaurant and charge a meal to your folio rather than paying with card or cash, and then it comes off your paycheck at the end of the month, unless you have a credit on your folio. But this month I spent $0 on my folio because I'm using my American Express credit card now, and that gives me points on dining, which I can redeem later for travel, like flights and hotels. I think hotels, but definitely flights. And so I'm just trying to rack up the points on that. It's kind of one of the problems when you have an annual fee on your credit card like I do. It's like you feel silly if you're not spending money almost, so, which is probably how they get you. Phone, I still haven't figured out why I'm paying like a couple bucks more per month than I used to on my phone plan, but it's $27.75, so, but not too bad. I don't have much data on my phone, and Super Chat, there's this ASM artist. I normally just sometimes contribute on Super Chats to this guy named Billy Blue, who's a travel vlogger on YouTube. So I donated a bit of money to him. I like his stuff, and he's in Thailand right now. But I also donated a super chat to a friend I have on YouTube. He has like 15,000 subscribers. I think it's either Love Live ASMR or Live Love ASMR. He's from the United States. I watched one of his lives. Donated some money to him. I lent out so much money in July that I end up getting charged banking fees. Because if I do more than 12 debit transactions on my checking account, I get charged a fee. So I got charged $6.25, which kind of sucks, but and now internet was $161.17. I got the best internet I could get because I upload often to YouTube and I want fast uploads. I used to upload to YouTube. It would take me like a full night, leaving my computer running during the night, uploading the video. And sometimes the stuff wouldn't be done in the morning. So I like to upload quicker than that, and yeah, so it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Now YouTube Premium, that's YouTube without the ads. $14.55 on that, which I think is totally worth it. Amazon Prime, $11.99, which I might cancel because I don't order that much stuff off Amazon, but we'll have to see. I like how fast my last package I got came in the mail. From Amazon, but we'll see. Now, I always pay my rent off in advance, even though I don't have to pay, I think, until the first of the next month. But as soon as I get my second paycheck, I just pay $850. That's my rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in Canada, and so I pay that off in advance, and so I don't forget about it. It didn't get screwed, and now the total money that I spent is $2,316.11, which is a little high because of all the dining that I did. So now we'll talk about the money that I earned for July 2024. So first paycheck I got was $1,227.17, which is not bad. And second paycheck I got was $1,497.45. So that one was a decent chunk of money for me. For some people it's not much, but for me it's okay. PayPal got $16.82 because I have patrons. You have patrons on the website. Patreon, they sign up to donate to people. Sign up to donate to subscribers every month, donate to content creators every month. And so I got, I think, 1 or 2 patrons on there. No. But I get paid through PayPal, not directly through Patreon. So Google AdSense, I got paid $492.41, so almost made it to $500, which is pretty good for me. And carbon rebate, I think we're charging tax now on extra tax on fuel because driving cars kind of hurts the environment a bit, so there's tax on that. I think that's what it is. But we get money back from that every about 3 months or something like that. So from the government, And so I got $165 to that, and that was pretty decent. Especially because I drive my car often to go to work, but work's not that far away, so I don't do super huge amount of driving every month. So money they lent out, it was paid back as $570, but I still have some people owing me money, but they're not late, and I'll earn a profit because this one guy from work, he borrows money from me all the time, but he always pays me back on time, and he pays me back extra money too. So, and I said, you don't have to do that, but he's like, no, I want to. So, regular interest. That's from a high interest savings account. It's like 2% or 2.5% or something like that, or maybe less. That's not the TFSA or the RSP that I was talking about earlier. So I earned about $8.58 from that. Now for my registered retirement savings plan and my TFSA, I earned about $50 from that, so that's pretty good for me. And now total money I earned is $4,027.43. So it's not too bad. Now the profit, $4,027.43 minus $2,316.11 equals $1,711.32 rather. Sorry. So it's okay. It's not too bad of a profit. I just went overboard a bit on the dining. So I need to change that, but I'm not sure if I told you this, but back when I was living in China a few years back teaching English, and nearby there was this shopping mall that I'd never gone to, but one day there was just this explosion in that shopping mall, and it was quite close to my house, and I heard some people actually died in that explosion. It's like the heating system blew up or something, and a guy selling bananas was killed, and it was terrible. But I'm just like, I thought to myself that I could have been killed if I had for some reason just wandered down to that shopping mall. I'm not sure why I didn't go to that area of town even though it was nearby. I went to a different shopping mall very often, but I could have died. That's crazy. Some people say, like, you don't know if you're gonna be living another day and stuff like that. It's like, you don't know for sure. I think they're right about that sometimes. But I was thinking another savings goal that I have right now is I'm gonna start another RSP, retirement savings plan to save for a house. Because when I set my last RSP up with the guy over the phone from the bank, he said, are you wanting to start an RSP for a home or retirement? I said retirement. But I guess you can start an RSP for homes, same for a down payment on a house now, so I'm thinking about doing that. That's my next saving goal. But I was thinking about buying a house in the area. Perhaps if I have enough income to do that. And then what I could do, since I don't make a lot of money, is rent out the basement of the house as a rental property. Perhaps just have it as a full unit with its own washroom, kitchen, living room, bedroom. Rent that, use that to make money enough so I can pay off my mortgage and stuff like that, along with my income from my job and from YouTube. And I was watching this series on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Dirty Pop. it's about all these famous boy pop groups like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, O-Town, who are working under this guy. I forget his name actually, but this guy's a real shyster and kind of like screwed people over. And I remember one time this guy said, this one member, I think it was from Backstreet Boys, I think. He's like, I got the paycheck and it was $10,000, and I was like, wow, that's more money than I'd ever seen in my life. That's what he said. And then the guy was like, other boy band members, just like, how, okay, you work a year in fast food in your previous job. How much money did you make during that entire year? And then he was like, well, that was more than this paycheck. And then the paycheck was for like this, doing shows for a long time and stuff like that. It's just interesting. We have to be careful. I think just like take things into perspective more, you know. Or at least I do. Maybe you don't, but no. I heard about this new horror movie called Long Legs. I kind of want to see that. It looks pretty scary. But I think if I'm gonna probably quit my job, I should probably line it up with moving out of my apartment, because I have to give a month and a half notice before moving out of my apartment. So if I quit my job now, I could quit it in 2 weeks, give two weeks notice. But then I'd be sitting in my apartment with no job for a while, because there's less jobs in this area. I'm kind of in a rural community. But yeah, I don't know, so maybe I should just like line it up so I'm quitting my job. Like my last day of my job is pretty much the last day of my apartment, and then I can move somewhere else. But I'm not sure. But now I was thinking about doing a whole bunch of Wikipedia reading articles for ASMR every week. Do like 3 of them or something, but I think more than one would burn me out. I had said that the Wikipedia article videos were actually doing okay, but I don't know, like in my Philippines reading article, Wikipedia video about reading about the Philippines, I think that one has less than 3,000 views, so I'm not earning a huge amount of views from those videos. I'll probably keep doing them because people keep requesting them, and they do earn me some revenue and some views and some subscribers. But yeah, I probably sorry about putting that glass down. I probably won't, do a whole bunch of eating, no talking videos and Wikipedia reading articles, because they would just, all that work would just burn me out. Even though you don't have to prepare much for those videos, it's still like doing the video itself is still work, and they don't earn me that much money. I think if anything, like I was saying before, is like I probably should just do more roleplay videos. I was wondering if you ever thought about the butterfly effect, or if you ever watched the movie Butterfly Effect. It's like basically like something so small as the flap of a butterfly's wings could cause a chain reaction. They could cause a hurricane in like a country far away or something like that. So it's like little things have effects. They can cause great outcomes and stuff like that. And sometimes I think about that. And that movie was really good with Ashton Kutcher actually, and starring. But sometimes I worry about what actions am I taking that have like just a big effect in my life. And it looks like my camera about to die. So on a different note, sometimes I have worried in the past that I could possibly become an alcoholic, because at one point in time I was drinking beers in the morning time. I was saying to myself, before I go for a hike, I should drink a beer and stuff like that. But that didn't last for too long, and now I don't drink that much. Sometimes I party, but most days I don't have a beer or drink. I'm not sure if I talked about this before, but I once was just going back to my apartment, not here, but in Winnipeg. I'm top of Canada. And this guy on the street stopped me, and he had this gelled up hair. It was spiky. It was kind of cool looking, and he's like, I have some men's hairstyling products, and he's showing me them. And there was like some gel or some paste or something like that. And I think he was trying to like show the hairstyle he was wearing was kind of like showing what the product that I could buy would do to my hair, make it look cool like his. And I was thinking about buying it, but I didn't buy it. And I regret not buying it. I mean, it could have been stolen, that's the thing, but yeah, but as people do that, I remember I bought some stolen coffee off a guy. I had to admit, but I probably shouldn't have done that, but I kind of regret not buying that guy some hair products from that guy, but I wish work wouldn't be a shit show. The other day there was a power outage. Apparently some guy crashed into a hydro pole or something like that. I think he was alright, or I would have heard that he died or something, but I don't know, though. Power was out in the area and at the resort that I work at, and it was pretty difficult. People were asking for candles and flashlights, and we didn't have enough, and people were like, where's your manager? And people were like, well, can we get a refund? And we're like, well, it's not our fault that the power's out. It was pretty tough. It's pretty tough sometimes, because all I really want to do is just sell rooms. I like working on the phone. I like selling rooms, hotel rooms, just renting, of course. We still call them sales on the phone, and I like doing that generally. And but instead there's power outages, and there's something else that happened on the work the other day. I forget what it was. I forget, oh well. But I thought of making going full time on YouTube, but I just don't think I'm ready for that. I won't make enough money. But like living off my savings and YouTube earnings would be fun, but I just wouldn't be able to save properly for retirement. And that's something I need to get my ass in gear to be doing, But I did some calculations, and I should have about 44,000 subscribers by the time I'm 60 years old. I'm blessed to keep growing at the rate that I'm growing at. But I don't exactly know how to judge future YouTube earnings. I think I can predict the amount of subscribers I'll have, but predicting the amount of money I'm making is kind of hard. But I have a tip for you if you want. It's when I was a server at one point in a restaurant, and what I would try to do when I first started out is to do like to stack up tasks and multitask and stuff like that, and I would try to if I had to get a guy a can of Coke, I would try to drop off a shrimp salad to somebody on the way to do that or something like that. I would try to do two things at once, basically. But I kept making mistakes when I was doing that. I would forget things. I'd get overwhelmed. What I found was better was to just do one thing at a time, and it's done, and focus on getting it done properly. And one thing is done properly, next thing, done properly, next thing, done properly, next thing, done properly, and so on. Rather than trying to find a clever way to do 3 things all in one go, blah blah blah. So could help you, I guess. Perhaps in your life, is some aspect of your life you can just do one thing at a time. But yeah, rather than doing more Wikipedia reading article videos and no talking eating videos, I think I should just do role plays. I'll probably still do some, actually, because some of those videos, but Wikipedia reading articles, eating, no talking. But actually, my video where I ate the penne and didn't talk, I actually got 3,000 some views. So. But let me just see here. I'm thinking I might have to start taking less expensive vacations. I haven't taken a vacation in a while, but I don't think I'll be able to save money properly for retirement and take amazing vacations every year. I was planning on spending $10,000 on my next vacation, which is a lot, right? So, but I know I've said this before, but I recommend, if you're kind of thinking about starting a side hustle or starting a project, doing it now, because it took me about 3 years of writing scripts for videos, doing the video, uploading it, to make $500 off of YouTube per month. And I think it only makes sense not to hustle if you're on your deathbed. Like, I remember about 8 years ago now, somebody was talking to me who's either a nurse or what do you call it, a healthcare aide or something. But he's like, yeah, you can become a nurse in about 4 years and make like $60K a year or more pretty soon. And then I was like, 4 years, wow, that's a long time. But then 4 years goes by and you're basically like in the same position you were before. And you're like, I could have been a nurse by now, making good money, helping people, rewarding position. But I don't want to make it sound like nursing school would be easy, or being a nurse would be easy. But it's just that sort of thing. But like a girl, for instance, when I once applied to be a power line technician and repair power lines and stuff. And in Canada, that job makes a good amount of money. But I remember I got denied, and the lady who I was talking to about my application says you could get more trades experience than apply again. And at the time I was just like, what? Trades? You want me to go to school to become an electrician or a carpenter or something? Work as a carpenter for 2 years and then reapply to be a power line technician? I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. And I was like, but you know what? That's like 3 years. And 3 years just goes by like, I'm not gonna snap because it's not ASMR, I think, but that's an ASMR snap. Yeah, it just goes by like that, and then you're just like, and you don't just reap the rewards from the outcome, you reap the rewards from the journey as well. Like, you're still making money being a carpenter. You're still learning a new skill set in school, right? So, yeah, please start now. No. I kinda... I'm just gonna scroll through this real quick because I don't know if I already talked about this. Let me just see here. I was gonna say that I think my I have a new savings goal. That's gonna be to put $10,000 in a registered GIC, guaranteed investment certificate, which is inside a RSP, registered retirement savings plan, and as a way to save for a house. I'm sorry if I said that already. But apparently you can SB is a good place to save money for a house. Apparently, that's what I gathered from talking to the salesperson over the phone for my bank the other day, which is news to me. But and going back to the whole side hustle thing, like if you start a side hustle, even if you can't just quit your job and go full time with the side hustle and make it into a full hustle, I guess. Not sure if that's even a thing, full hustle. You can still save up enough money to be able to quit your job and find a new job. You know what I mean? With the extra income from the side hustle. And then when you quit your job, you'll still have income and savings. But, you know, it's interesting playing around with those compound interest calculators like I was doing earlier. Because you can see that there are lots of possibilities. Like if you're 25 years old, you could start, rather than doing the whole getting a house, you know, expensive house, expensive car loans, lifestyle creep, which is like when you start making more money, you start spending more money. You could do it the other way and just save a shitload of money every month, invest it, compound interest, and retire at the age of 50. You know what I mean? My choice is yours, you know, but I used to have trouble seeing long-term vision, you know. I used to watch this fitness influencer named Scooby, and you can find him on YouTube. Now he said you can, if you're, people have mixed up expectations about gaining muscle, and it's actually a slow process, and I think he's right about that. And you can count on gaining about 5 pounds of muscle per year if you eat right and work out properly. And I was just thinking that, and he was like, but picture yourself a decade from now with 50 pounds of muscle on your body. Is possible, but it takes a lot of hard work. And me not being able to think long term, I was just like, that's so far away and stuff like that. 10 years from now, and I'm like, but it really isn't. I mean, time's gonna pass anyway, and before you know it, it's gonna be like 10 years from now. So we just really like, having a long-term vision, starting now, investing in things, I think is pretty cool stuff. But again, I apologize if I talked about a couple of things that I mentioned earlier in the video. I'm doing this video in 2 parts because I started this video before I was going to start work, and I didn't have enough time to finish it. Now I'm starting it again at it's like 6:30 in the morning. No, it's not. It's 7:11 a.m. right now. But I was going to say, I was my hard drive's been pretty much full on my computer for the longest time. I'm having trouble. I thought I deleted enough files to give myself enough room, but I had to go cancel task. It was saying on Final Cut Pro, the editing software I use when I went to edit this video, it was saying like your hard drive's full, your storage is full, blah blah blah. Do you want to cancel tasks? And I had to click yes, cancel tasks. I didn't know how to delete files and stuff like that. I mean, I know how to delete files, but I couldn't locate the files to delete them. The video files. And I thought the cancel task thing was no big deal, it's just annoying, but then I started watching my video and it was going like, I would be talking normally, but all of a sudden it would go blah, 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 and it would just be like nonsensical. It would show me speaking nonsensical, and that was the audio. Anyway, I think I did actually find out where my videos are stored, and so hopefully this video turns out okay. But anyways, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.